Buongiorno.
Buongiorno, everyone.
Ciao. Well, we just got back at 2 in the morning yesterday and had an amazing time being in Italy with our family. And Gregory, what would you like to share?
Well, it was an epic trip of a lifetime, and really, thanks to LifeWave, it was a dream come true because Robin and I had the good fortune of traveling to Italy 3 years ago on a personal vacation, the two of us with a guided tour. And we thought, gosh, someday it'll be so wonderful to do this with our family. And this year, by God's grace, we're able to do that. So we took Robin and I and seven of our children and grandchildren on a family trip of a lifetime to Rome and Assisi and Venice and uh,
Florence.
Florence. And it was just, it was wonderful. You know, we wish you could have been there, and we missed you all, but we're glad to be home. It's always nice to sleep in your own bed, even though it was a short night, because like you said, it was a 23-hour planes, trains, and, automobiles to get us back
Boats.
home and boats. But we made it. And here we are tonight. We're happy to be back with you on this Monday evening community call.
And we want to give a special thank you to our leaders who held the fort for us and Liz that just took care of everything so we could really have a vacation. And it
Mhm.
was amazing. So, this evening, that's what we want to talk about is, why are we doing this business? Why are you doing this business? What do you want more of in your life? And, Gregory and I sit regularly and we look at what's important and what we want more of and what we want less of and what we do our questions at the end of the year for those of you that have been with us for a while, and we'll do that at the end of this year too. But tonight, this really was, like Gregory said, a dream come true. And we are truly in a lifestyle business. And we talk about the importance of what is your why? The why that makes you cry. What is it that each and every one of you want more of in your life? And that's the gift of this business model. We have a home based business. We get to work from home. We get to design it just the way we want. So, what is it that you want more of? And it wasn't very long ago when I was sitting with Gregory and I said, "Okay, honey, what do you want more of?" He said, "Family time." And we are very, very blessed that we have a large family, and a lot of them are local kids and grandkids. And we actually even had to extend our dining room because we couldn't fit everyone for Thanksgiving anymore. And so that is one of our highest values. But the question is really, what are your highest values? And that we have this opportunity with this business to really design a lifestyle that reflects what is important. But most people have never stopped to take the time to ask what's important. And some of you know a little bit about my background. One of the many things that I've done in my past is I was an outplacement consultant. It's a glorified name for a career counselor. And in the days when there was doing a lot of outsourcing and downsizing and people would get the pink slip, I would be in the other room with, the tissue box to help people deal with the emotional roller coaster of finding out that they no longer had a job and taking them from that point all the way until they got their next job. Everything from, assessing values, writing resumes, interviewing, networking, all the skills and tools needed. But what was so important, that was so valuable to me, which has really become so much of my life work, is to really stop before moving forward and ask, what is it that I highly value? And what I learned over the years, whether if it was my work with Covey or my career work or this work, is to really take the time and identify those things that are most important. And then to design the job, the home, the relationship, the life based on those things that are important. And if you identify your top 5 values and even one of those be missing, you will not be happy. Many years ago, I had a great job. I was doing really wonderful work. It fulfilled so many of the things that were important to me, making a difference, unlimited income potential, working with healthy people, all kinds of wonderful things. But one of my high values was not met, and that was integrity. So I would never be happy. And another situation, a friend of mine had a great job with great compensation, great benefits, really good work, but it was not a family friendly place. And she had to actually not tell the truth to take her child to the doctor. And so taking that time ahead of time, whether you're designing where you want to live, what kind of work you want to do, what kind of relationship you want to have, I can guarantee that you will be happy if your most important values are being met. And so that's what I wanted to talk about because this trip for us was a high point in our life because it reached, something that is so important to both of us, which is creating memories with our family. Because it's never about the money. It's about what can the money provide for you. So when you take the time to look at your business and really ask yourself, why are you doing this? What do you want more of in your life? And I just invite everyone to really devote some quiet time to live in those questions and then really be honest with yourself. Are you making the decisions and choices that are allowing yourself to have more of what that is? For some people, they want to travel a lot. For some people, they want to stay home more. For some people, they want more family. Some people, they want more nature. What are those things for you? One of my high values is freedom. I love that we get to do what we want, when we want, with who we want, and we get to cherry pick our business partners. How wonderful is that? And so this evening, I find it very interesting that the company, and we'll get into this in just a minute, created some wonderful compliance tools for us. And this one is social opportunity and lifestyle claims. Now, on this call, we can talk about whatever we want. But if I was going to post something on social media, I can't say some of the things I'm going to say tonight because they're not compliant. So when you're talking about what is compliant, because we are in a lifestyle business. And I recommend, years ago, I just want to share a story that changed my life. I was new in this business model. I was working really, really hard. I'd made it to a high level in the compensation plan. And one of my top leaders said to me, Robin, if your lifestyle is what it takes to be a top leader, I don't want it. That was a huge red flag for me that changed my life. And from then on, I've really, really taken it seriously to model the lifestyle that people want. And so, when Gregory and I go take a bike ride in the middle of the day or go work out in the middle of the day, we can do that. That's what people want. So just notice, and it's so funny that all these people say, well, I don't want to call you because you're so busy. Have any of you ever heard me say that I'm too busy? I don't, because I'm not. I manage a lot. We have a lot of moving parts, but I've really taken it, tremendous time and attention to design my life based on what I value. And freedom is one of those things. I don't want to be busy all the time. And guess what? I'm not busy all the time. Isn't that wonderful? So when you're, posting on social media, we're not allowed to say, live a dream lifestyle. Well, but you can talk about that and you can show pictures of what you're doing in your life on your social media. But you don't want to brag about, I'm living a dream lifestyle. I have residual income. Those things are not compliant. But you can say, how would you like to supplement your income and have the freedom to work from home? How would you like to, have a business opportunity that gives you potential to earn whatever you'd like, um, based on your efforts? And so it's really fascinating that this came out today, just at the time that I wanted to talk about this. And so we're going to jump into the newsletter a bit and talk about compliance. Gregory, is there something you want to share?
Yeah, I just wanted to share,
Oh, I
as
should
Robin's
show a
sharing.
picture too.
Yeah, oh yeah, in a minute. But as Robin's sharing, it's important for you to know your values, your driving force, as Robin says, the why that makes you cry. But it's equally important to know what that is for the key people you work with, because not everybody is in the business for the same reasons. Some just want some part-time supplementary, some want some full-time replacement income. you know, our one of our highest values, I think one of the highest values of humankind is freedom. And I don't know of any profession that provides a greater opportunity for freedom than direct sales network marketing. For the average person to earn an above average income. But I'll be honest, it takes an above average effort too to get there. And some people think it's a get rich quick scheme. It's not that at all. It's a serious commitment, and it took us years to be able to lay the foundation that we now have, thanks to all of you listening in, and many other hundreds and thousands of people and hundreds of thousands of people around the world. But it started out, with us finding a few people that we shared a vision with, and we worked with. So we just wanted to, spend a little time this evening just kind of sharing our gratitude to each and every one of you, and also, the fruits of, we've been close to 7 years. In a couple of weeks, it'll be 7 years of involvement in LifeWave, and and it's just the beginning. So,
Yes.
do you have a couple of pictures that you wanted to share?
Well, I'll share one. But 3 years ago, when we took this vacation to Italy, and I married Gregorio Mascari, and he wanted to go see where his roots were.
Yeah.
So, so we went on this dream vacation, and it was a vacation 3 years ago when we, like Gregory said, we had this idea. Wouldn't it be wonderful to be able to take the family? And we couldn't have done it 3 years ago.
Hmm.
So a lot has changed, and we're in this company at this most amazing time in history that we're going to take the ride of our lives together. And so I'm just going to share one picture, and this picture, I love this picture. There we all are. And this is Charlie in the middle, the tall one with the blue shirt on. And he was our guide. Charlie, I have known Charlie for 45 years. He professionally takes small groups of people to Italy on these great tours and handles all the details so we could truly have a vacation. We didn't have to negotiate schedules or hotels or anything. And he did all that. And so we could just have a great time together. And here we all are. This is our kids and grandkids, and our oldest grandson. And our second night in Rome actually had a private dinner with his sweetheart, and there they are at the end, and he actually on the Spanish steps proposed to her. And so it was just so wonderful that we got to be there as they're going through that. And then we had kids and grandkids, and they've been so excited about this trip. And we all got along so well. And Charlie had never taken a family before, and it was a good family to take because it's an easy family, and we just had so much fun. But there we are standing in a field, and in the background is Assisi. And this is St. Francis's monastery right here. And we were staying down at the bottom of the hill, and we'd go up there and all the way up to the castle, and just had an amazing time with many different adventures. And there's lots of flexibility and free time. But I just wanted to show everyone our wonderful family that we got to share the last few weeks with, and in this wonderful journey. So, um, if there's any comments or questions, there are some things in the chat. But Gregory, you want to bring up the newsletter? Um, yes, the compliance. So I'm going to shift gears right now and get into the newsletter, and we'll get into the compliance stuff in a little bit here. But very exciting that the company is actually doubling points on several of the different options so more people can go to on the cruise of the Bahamas. So when you enroll people with the packs or bring on customers, you're going to get double the points. And so they just want more people to get qualified. These trips are incredible. It is so fun to be together. We did that 20th anniversary cruise, and it was just a joy to have adventures in faraway places with your team. And my motto: the team that plays together stays together. So, if you need some help going for it, let us know, and we'll take it from there. But this is an opportunity from now until the 19th. So we have 13 days. Well, it's 14 days altogether to get those points together. I have two people that I think are gonna get some more points for us because they're going to be rank advancing, which is cool. So that's
Just
part.
to be clear, because the first question that came to my mind when I heard this is this for all of our activity? And the answer is clearly it's all of our activity from today going forward to October 19th. So anybody you enrolled yesterday on the 5th won't count, but everything on the 6th, Monday the 6th forward to the end of the contest period, October 19th, you get double points for the core, the advanced premium packs, for enrolling customers and for preferred customers and regular customers. So
Mm,
there you have it.
there you have it.
So the tracker stays the same, but you'll just have to make the adjustment. If you're using the tracker, and I hope you are, you'll just make the adjustments with the points you post from today forward, going forward on your tracker.
Right.
Okay.
And and they did announce that the virtual tickets are now available. So if you got the newsletter this morning, the link for registration for the conference and for the virtual conference are available. And typically they give us like 30 days. It could be 2 weeks to 30 days to do replays. And my mind is already busy thinking about, renting this space and this new communal workspace. They have a big screen TV and showing some of the highlights from the
Mhm.
conference in a group setting. And you can have home parties, all kinds of things. So you can get your virtual tickets, and anyone who has a ticket for the conference will also have access to the replays to do your own home parties and uh, and share the great news. That's what's going to happen. And um, I ordered my Elton John glasses today. I don't know about you guys, but if you go to Amazon and you put in Elton John glasses, you can get like, I don't know, 16 of them for um I don't know, it's 20 of them for $15 or something like that. So get some for your team. We'll all have fun enjoying that amazing concert together, and also the screening of the new documentary and all the surprises that David has in store. The last event was the most amazing event I'd ever been to, and David says this one's going to top it. So how wonderful that we get to be together.
And I believe the virtual tickets are $89. We didn't get that price posted here, but
Oh,
I'm sure if
right.
you click on the in the newsletter or in our newsletter or the corporate newsletter, you'll get that information.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So, once a month, there is a new brand partner webinar, and I recommend everyone actually attend it, even though you're not brand new, so you can know what your new people are going to be attending and see the kind of information. And the company's always open to make things even better. So, if you have some ideas or suggestions, Geraldo's going to be doing that on Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific, and everything from how to set up your pay portal to back office basics and some basic resources for brand partners. So it will be in English with simultaneous Spanish. And at the conference, they did share this morning on, if you're not going to the Lifeway Business Builders, North American Business Builders on Facebook, every Monday they do a week in advance, and they talked about the conference. There's going to be plenty of food options. The company has food carts, but there's options for food all throughout the convention center, so there will be no shortage of food, and that's always important for people. I know that. Okay, so
Okay.
Now we get to the compliance tools. We do have a new director of compliance. Her name is Julie Hunter. A lot of great things are happening in compliance. You know, we are true partners with the company, and compliance is a very, very important aspect of the company to keep all of us on safe ground because there are regulatory agencies, and if we do not um, be compliant, we can go bye bye. So it's really important for all of us to understand. And the company's provided wonderful tools for us. And they said in the newsletter in the back office, and I'm going, well, where in the back office is it? So I actually called VIP to find out where in the back office. So you actually go to the resource section and then you go into account management. But they did give the three links that are available. If you are sharing socially, please, please, please make sure you're very clear about what's acceptable and what are the things to avoid. And they're cracking down on people big time. I was talking to Meredith not too long ago, and they're assessing the websites of the top leaders around the country, and she said that our website is the most compliant. So aren't we, thank you, Gregory, for that. But the social opportunity lifestyle claims, I actually printed this out because there's some interesting information on here. Like I said, it's fine for us to talk about a dream lifestyle here, but it's not okay to flash luxury cars and boats and planes and whatever on social media.
Or checks.
Or checks. Definitely not checks. You know, bragging about the money you make, it all has to be very practical. And so, but the things you can talk about, on social media, we don't even get to talk about financial freedom, quit your job or passive income, retire early, easy money, wealth building, but we can talk about supplementing your income, building your own business, earn while you learn, taking the entrepreneurial path. So there's some great content in here, and there's several pages about what is okay and where the red light goes on and what to watch out for. Um, and we can never guarantee success. And that's really important. We don't know what's going to happen. We know, and Gregory loves saying success is not magical, it's mathematical. You don't know when that one person is going to join your business that's going to change your business. You just don't know. But if you stay with it, it will happen. What's that line, honey? Every dud knows a stud. You know, you just never know who knows who that they're going to share with. We ended up having a big builder come in on our fourth level, and it helped us get to the SPD level very quickly because there was a lot of growth there. But you just don't know when that's going to happen. So please open up all of these links and read them. I would suggest printing them out and getting very familiar because some of the things you think are okay really are not okay. And they talk about green light, red light, and what are the best practices, what are the things to avoid. And so you can't talk about quit your job or get rich, but you can say, keep it authentic and realistic and curiosity driven. That's always safe. And highlight effort and time in your personal growth. And always include a clear earnings disclosure when discussing income. So that's really important. So please make sure it's in the newsletter today, the links are here. It's also in the back office under resources and account management. Okay, we can move on. All right. Because so many people are coming from all over the world and people from the East Coast are coming out west, a lot of people want to go visit the Welcome Center, and they'll be closed during the conference, but that is a weekend. But you can make reservations to go through the Welcome Center open house. And if you've not done it, it's amazing, 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 amazing to do that. So, you do need to reserve your place because they only take 10 to 13 people at a time. They have a wonderful new person named Karen Luna, and she is bilingual in Spanish, and she does a beautiful job doing the tour. And it's just an amazing experience. Honey, you want to say anything about that?
Well, it's a once in a lifetime experience, that's for sure. And, probably a lot of us that live here domestically in the US, they're traveling to the conference. It's not so convenient to stop by the office on the way. But for many people that are coming in internationally, they're going to make that trek. They're going to come in a little bit early. They're going to go through Salt Lake to see the Welcome Center. And so they're having an open house, and it's a great opportunity. So, you never know. So just know that that's available, and it's available for us that live here in the U.S. Every week, on Tuesdays through Thursdays, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. But this is very special that they're extending the hours and really opening up and simplifying the registration process.
Great. Thank you,
Good.
thank you, thank you. Okay. And now we get into the personalized Live Younger site. We're getting great reviews. People are loving it, the ease of use. And please note that if you need assistance, it's support at liveyounger.zendesk.com, and you will get a response very quickly within 24 hours to make sure that whatever question you have is handled. If you need help with your photo, send a photo when you send for assistance. Okay?
As Robin said, we're very proud that, in speaking with Meredith and Janine, we were informed of the 10 websites of 10 of the top SPDs that have created for their teams, that they said the Live Younger website is the most compliant. So, so we're very proud about that. You can feel safe using your personalized, or, just the non-personalized Live Younger website along with your InTouch app, to peek and point and share the good news about LifeWave.
Great. So this week, we already had the Monday Miracle call, and that is a great call to bring customers and prospects. And so is tomorrow night, the Power of the Patch Showcase. So Gregory
Mhm.
will be doing the presentation. Dr. Velvet will be hosting Anne Moreau, and it'll be a wonderful call, as all of you know. But this is the opportunity to bring guests and let them
Mhm.
see what we have to offer here. Okay, and then on Wednesday, Geraldo's going to do that the brand partner webinar for new brand partners, and the rest is our regular weekly schedule. Um, the Doc Talk are always amazing. I just recommend everyone, especially if you're new or a prospect, to get on there. You will grow the people that have the most guests on that call will grow the fastest.
And I
Um,
just want to make mention that, speaking with Connie today, that the Sunday Night Doc Talk, that is for X39. And so, we're asking people to not talk about the water on there, because for brand new people, one thing, the water systems aren't available. Another thing, they cost $5,000 to $6,000 versus $100. And so, the Doc Talk Sunday night is really focused on X39. So, um, hold your X2O stories for other opportunities. Monday mornings we do that, and other places. But I just wanted to point that out for those of you listening in tonight.
we are hearing some amazing X2O stories.
That's for sure.
Yes, okay.
So
So,
I think that kind of brings us up to a
you
wrap.
know what? No, continue on. I want to talk
Okay.
about the patch pouches. So, I ordered 300 of them, and they say share the light, and some of them are spoken for, and they will be arriving any day now, and they can be shipped to you before the conference. So please go to the link and place your order with Jenny, and then she will send them directly to you. So there are some available, and it's not limited to before the conference. It's a great thing as a gift, a recognition gift, or a gift to your teammates, or a thank you. A wonderful thing to have. And they are insulated, they fit full sleeves of patches. And I always have mine with me. I carry my little credit card one in my purse, but when I'm traveling, I have all the whole sleeves too. So I just want to make sure everybody knows, if you are interested, Share the Light's the name of our conference, and Share the Light is what is on the patch pouch. Okay?
Okay. I think that kind of brings us in for a wrap. Any final comments you want to share, Robin?
Well, Jennifer Starr said she has an early bird ticket available. I will take it. So, tickets sold,
Sold.
sold. I
But yeah,
just
talk about the ticket exchange on that we have on Live Younger Facebook.
Yes, on Live Younger Facebook, up at the top as a featured post, we have rooms to share, tickets available, a variety of things there. So please use that as a tool to, get connected because at the last minute, people are still enrolling people and there's still tickets for the conference. So that is a great place to pick up things and to, find a new roommate for your hotel and share expenses. So.
Mhm.
That will be
And there's a
available.
question in the chat about the water machine. The intention is to have the water machines available for purchase at the conference, not physically, but people being able to place an order. It's not a guarantee. It's a complicated project, complicated process, but that's certainly the intention. And I know they have many surprises for us at the conference, and that's going to be one of them.
Yes, 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 yes.
Mhm,
There's and I did hear. This is kind of. I thought Nirvana was going to be available at the conference, but it's going to be available in early 26. But the Celergized PM will be available, and
mhm,
so that's exciting that we'll get to enhance our evening patches also. Okay,
mhm.
great. All right, guess what time it is, honey? We did it.
Right at the bottom of the hour. We started at the top, we end at the bottom.
So we're really, really grateful to be back. It was an amazing time that we had. We created wonderful memories, and what's more valuable? So the kids are sending us great messages, and we're just so deeply touched. It's going to take time to assimilate, and we got a lot of stories to share for a lot of years ahead. So thank you all for being part of us being able to do this and do what's most important. And again, I invite each and every one of you to really live in those questions for yourself and make the decisions and choices in your life, in your lifestyle, to really model what's important for you and share it on social. Let people know that you're able to spend quality time with a longtime friend, that you're able to travel, whatever it is that you love to do. All right. Well, thank you,
Beautiful.
everybody.
Thanks, everyone. Good night. Love you all.
Bye.
Bye-bye.